I'm Isabel from Mind Body Education, and I'm here today with Jane Otton from the Calm Mind College, who is our training provider of the week. Congratulations and welcome, Jane.
Thanks so much, Isabel. It's great to be here.
Great. It's great to spend time with you. Jane, can you tell me about what made you decide to become a training provider?
Yeah, well, there were a couple of reasons why I decided to be a training provider. I really wanted to make a difference in people's lives. And I had started studying with you through the Mind Body Education courses. And from there, it really opened my eyes to other possibilities. And while I'd been meditating for about 15 years, and I had started work originally as a teacher and then went into business, at the time that I started studying with you, I felt really drawn to help others. So I was able through, after graduating from the course, to set up my own meditation and holistic counseling practice so that I could help my clients feel and be happy and healthy. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity.
Oh, that's fantastic, Jane. That's a beautiful reason to be working in this industry, to be wanting to help others to live happier, healthier lives for sure. So what do you think really drives you? What are you really passionate about?
I'm really passionate about seeing my students succeed, both personally and professionally. So I would say that like no matter what a person's background is, when they come into the college, they may be already working as a holistic practitioner, or they may be in business or corporate, or they may be career changers. They're ready to change their careers now. It doesn't matter, but to be part of their light bulb moments, that's what drives me. I love seeing them connect the dots, celebrating their breakthroughs. It's very empowering. And I love being part of the process.
Fantastic. Well, you've kind of answered my next two questions in one, because I was going to ask you what you love most about being a training provider, but you've just told me about that, about how important it is to you to watch your students thrive and survive, which is fantastic. And I was also going to ask you about what are the things that you find most rewarding on the journey, but I'm guessing that is watching those students of yours graduate and go on to begin their own practices.
Yeah, it's very exciting. And the other thing that's interesting too is I'm noticing about a third of my students are studying for their own personal development, which I think could be brought on perhaps by COVID. But it's really exciting that, that they're learning these beautiful tools and skills so they can share it with their family and friends, help themselves, of course. And who knows what'll happen from there.
So Jane, tell me about what makes your college different. What makes Calm Mind College special?
Well, I think there are a couple reasons. One of them is that we're online. And I have a background in adult education and personal development. And I believe that it's really important to provide high support when you are working with us. So I'll get to that in a minute, but one of the things I love is that we're able to bring your award-winning Mind Body Education courses to many parts of the world that may not previously have been able to have access. And it is interesting for me because I'm based in Sydney, but that I can work with people all over the world, in Australia, of course, but I have had students recently from like Lithuania and South Africa. And that's very exciting for me that we can connect around the world. Also with online, it's so convenient because it's easy for students to study from their home or a cafe. And because our courses are self-paced, it means they can study when they want. It suits their schedules. They can fit it in around their work life, their families. And also it's safe. And I know that's really important right now too. And then I trained as a teacher. So from a teaching perspective, what I love is that students can review the course content. So if they need to review it as many times as they want, they can do that. And also it suits many different kinds of learning styles, and that's really important. And some studies have even shown that students have a higher retention rate when they study online, and they learn more because they're working at their own speed. So I think that's important. But as far as the support goes, and I think that's one of the things that sets us apart, is that there are 3 ways that I connect with my students. Right from the beginning, I encourage my students to ask questions. That's really important to me. And when they send in a module, I return it with very personalized written feedback. I also run online coaching sessions for students who want to have that experience of interacting with other students. They can learn from each other. It's not mandatory, so some students aren't able to make it because they have time constraints, but it's a great way for them to ask questions and get practical, like real world information. And then finally, if my students want to connect with me one-on-one, they can have a phone call, or we can do a Zoom chat. And sometimes they like that because they can ask personal questions that they may not want to share like on the coaching sessions. So those are the ways we work together. And I think those are some of the ways that set us apart.
Beautiful. I love all of that. So tell me, Jane, has there been a specific moment that you would say really stands out for you in you running your college and working with your students?
Well, I just received some feedback last week from a student that she is studying the diploma of meditation teaching. And she was like, I really struggle to meditate. And through the course, she graduated from the Certificate of Meditation Teaching and Holistic Human Development. She was able to break through and meditate. Also, it helped that she was on the coaching calls, as well as we did some one-on-ones. So she put it on like Instagram, oh my gosh, and tagged me in it. I didn't realize how much she had struggled. She had shared it was challenging, and I gave her tips along the way. But I was just so thrilled for her that she now feels really comfortable meditating.
Yeah, wow. Well done. That is really special, because that's a life-changing development for her, isn't it? That really does change the way a person's life is, and their health, their well-being, their relationships, everything, their career. So yeah, that's massive. And congratulations on being a part of her journey, because that's such an important thing. Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, thank you.
So what would you say to people about the courses if they were considering doing the course?
Well, what I would say is we offer 4 career paths. So we offer meditation teaching, holistic coaching, holistic counseling, and stress management consultant. So each career path has various levels of study, ranging from certificate to advanced certificate, diploma, master's. And I think the most important thing is all of our courses begin with the certificate in meditation teaching and holistic human development. And I love that, because it lays the foundation for all the other courses we offer. And it has a transformational aspect. And that really surprises, I think, a lot of our students. Besides, of course, giving them the knowledge and skills to be a professional meditation teacher, they also may develop and even deepen their meditation practice, creating a lifelong habit, which is the gift that keeps on giving, as I say. So, when a student graduates from that, they will be a certified meditation teacher with holistic counseling skills. And I think that's just really a beautiful foundation for them. And of course, some students know in advance what they want to study. So they may say, I want to be, a holistic coach. So they go on to study that. Other students, so while they're studying the certificate in meditation teaching, they self-discover along the way what is interesting to them. And they may not have had that awareness until they studied that course. And so then from there, they can upgrade, to, any of the levels. They can become a meditation teacher, holistic coach, counselor, or stress management consultant, or they can do one of the 20 postgraduate courses. So they have many opportunities, and they can do it when it suits their schedule.
Fantastic. That's brilliant. I love that. Is there anything else that you'd like to mention today while we're having this little time together?
Well, the only thing I would say is that I just so appreciate being part of this beautiful organization of Mind Body Education, and I'm very grateful for working with you and learning from you, Isabel. And at the same time, I welcome anyone that is interested in learning more about any of the areas that we discussed to just give me a call. I know my details are on this. So I'm Jane Otton with Calm Mind College, and I look forward to connecting with everyone.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Jane. It's been beautiful spending time with you as always. And the link to your college will be down below. So anybody who'd like to contact Jane can just look in there down below and you'll see a link to Jane's Calm Mind College. So thank you so much for your time today, Jane, and congratulations again on being our training provider of the week.
Thank you so much, Isabel.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.